So we are back with day 4 or day 5, I can't remember what it is, of Top 10 Week, where I'm going through and I'm taking your ideas and turning them into videos where I asked you guys to give me some top 10 list ideas. You guys threw them at me, and so now we are moving on to, again, either day 4 or day 5, and that is top 10 fragrances that I've purchased under $50, not including clones. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So without further ado, what's good, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back at you with the top 10 list coming from your great ideas. Again, I submitted a community post asking you guys for your help to give me topics for top 10 week. You guys submitted over 30. I went through, picked some of the ones that I could use last week and this week. If I don't get to your topic by the end of this week, I have written all of them down. And so outside of the guy who submitted like 5 different clone ones, I'm going to be going through and doing every single one of those lists. It might take me a couple months. But with that said, the one that we're doing today was somebody, I'll put it up there, that I know doesn't like clones, because I remember they talked about it in one of my live streams, and they said they like supporting the brands, but they asked for this time to do top 10 fragrances under $50 that do not include clones. Before I get into that, if you can, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're not already. Hit that like, comment below, let me know some fragrances that you got under $50. And so just to be fair to you guys, since you're watching in interest of other fragrances, I'm not going to be choosing fragrances that I got under $50 on some kind of crazy deal that you won't be able to find, like my Code Profumo 6.8 ounce for $12 that I got at Sephora or Ulta. I'm not going to be including those. This is going to be ones that you'd be able to go find yourself right now, at least around that price. But yeah, so thank you to, I believe it was Honey Poet, for the idea. So anyway, the first one on my list, this is Commodity Bergamot. This one can be found at any Marshalls, usually TJ Maxx. If you can't find it there, a lot of times it's online. I got this for $22. Really, it's not a long-lasting one. It's a great one for the summer, spring or summer, really. It's bright, effervescent, fresh, zesty, and tart bergamot, with a little bit of this white floral undertone from a little bit of jasmine, but it's definitely bergamot heavy. It's fresh, clean, if you like citrusy fragrances, that's what this is. It's a tart, citrusy, very super linear fragrance that is more just based around citrus and musk with an undertone of florals. But Commodity Bergamot is a very nice fragrance. It's just, it doesn't last that long, so buying it for $22 to me is a steal, because it used to be 100 and some, and I think they still sell it for over 100 and some in the newer bottles. But yeah, really, really nice. It's fresh, clean, again, unisex, really, really nice. Going to the next one. There's going to be 2 from this line, or from this house on this list. I went through and I was like, yeah, both of them make sense. This one came out 2 years ago. It's one of my favorite, easiest to wear blues, and the price range for this started out $160, went to like $120 like a month later, and now it's like $42, $45. This is Polo Blue Parfum. Honestly, it's the second best Polo Blue out there. I like Polo Blue Gold Blend the best. I know a lot of people like the one with the silver on the side. Deep Blue. I don't like that one. It comes off a little bit too earthy aromatic. But this one, it's that Polo Blue DNA. It's going to be kind of like that nice blend of citrus, earthy aromatics. It has a little bit of a dirty tone to it, like all of them do. But it's more of, again, earthy aromatic. It has lavender through there. It has a lot of that nice bright citrus that you get from the original. But it's a clean, fresh, manly scent that is just super easy wear. If you're looking for something that's super easy wear, that brings a nice deal of class to it, that's what Polo Blue Parfum is. I mean, if you like the Polo Blue line, it's the longest lasting, so I mean, it's the best one as far as that. It's the best performing of the line, but also it's, again, top 3 smelling depending on who you are. For me, it's top 2, but you can't really go wrong with any of the ones in the Polo Blue line, but that one to me is the easiest to wear, and it also has the best performance. But anyway, Polo Blue Parfum, very, very nice. And again, you can get that under $50. This one you can find depending on when you're looking or where you're looking, between like $20 or $40. It's my favorite fresh fragrance, no joke. This is Lacoste Blanc Fraiche. I can mention this 100 times and I'll still mention it 100 more. Pickled ginger, ambroxan, woody. It's fresh, but the ginger in this is beautiful. You just take that ginger, mix it together. I always said it's like walking through the woods on a spring windy day and then smelling a basket of ginger and citrus. That's what this smells like. It's clean, fresh, effervescent. It has this green edge to the whole fragrance. It feels cool and crisp, but at the same time, bright and uplifting. I think that it's just fantastic. It's my favorite fresh fragrance out there. It doesn't last forever. It's like 5 hours, 6 hours, but I don't even care. As you can tell, I mean, it smells like Givenchy Gentleman Only Casual Chic if you turned it green and amped up the brightness. So if you've smelled that fragrance, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Lacoste Blanc Fraiche, it's just a fantastic fragrance. Speaking of clean, fresh, airy, and vibrant, but doesn't last long, this one will always be in my heart as being something that, for as far as like a cheap pickup, this is one of the best I've ever made. Salvatore Ferragamo, and that is Aqua Essensial. And I know a lot of people like Aqua Essensial Blue, and I love that. I think it's a really nice fragrance, but I feel like this one's like super underrated. This is like the Nautica Voyage of the Salvatore Ferragamo line. Again, it's almost like a beach breeze. It just feels like a sea breeze. It doesn't have like much citrus or anything like that. It just literally feels and smells like a sea breeze. It's not salty or anything like that, but like just like a breeze. It's cooling and fresh, and it has a vibrance to it that I just... And it even has like a slight bit of like a sweetness to it as well. But it's kind of like Salvatore Ferragamo's version of Nautica Voyage, and you can find it like $20 or less. But it lasts like an hour and a half. It literally washes off your skin in like 2 seconds. Speaking of like a sea breeze, it literally just floats right off your skin like a sea breeze. But it smells fantastic. So, I mean, if you're looking for something clean out of the shower, or you want something you can spray 1,000 times and go out and work in the garden or go run errands, this is fantastic. I also could include pretty much any of the coaches in this. I forgot about them. This one, now that we're going into fall, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get some wears out of this fragrance. I haven't got wears out of it. I mean, I wore it like once or twice last year, but I need to get some more wears out of this. This DNA is still, I mean, great. It's the original 1 Million by Paca Rabon, or should I say Rabon nowadays? But it's that beautiful 1 Million DNA that, yes, it's a little bit more on the child side, like teenager, college guy, but my wife still absolutely enjoys this on me. It's sweet, ambery, and spicy. It's a warm and spicy ambery scent. That's what the DNA is. Cinnamon, like a little bit of like a honey touch to it, a bit woody. That's why when you go into 1 Million Lucky, it takes this DNA and just adds extra amberwood and extra plum. But yeah, warm, spicy, ambery, woody. This fragrance is just absolutely fantastic. I mean, you can't go wrong with the original 1 Million's DNA, and you can find it for very inexpensive nowadays because they have all of the other flankers out now. And honestly, the flankers went downhill for a while. And while the one that came out this year isn't very good, I gotta say, like, Gold Oud or whatever, that Middle Eastern one that came out last year, I can't remember the name right now. It's like Golden Oud, I think. That one's really nice. The 1 Million Gold is what confuses me because I don't like that one. 1 Million Royal is very nice, so I just didn't like Elixir and Parfum and the Cologne. I didn't like those ones. I wish they would still have the Privé out and stuff, but the original 1 Million, it's a great fragrance. I'm just rambling, so. This one came out this year. Speaking of, we went going from old to new. We have 2 new ones in a row. This one came out this year. It literally smells like the original if you amped it up and mixed it together with a bunch of mint and boss bottled Is it unlimited? I can't. It's either Boss Bottled Unlimited or Absolute. No, it's unlimited. Boss Bottled Unlimited. But anyway, this is Mont Blanc Legend Blue. So if you ever smelled Boss Bottled Unlimited, it's like minty citrus. That's what this one smells like in the opening. Literally, if you smell the two side by side, it's like that one has a little bit of the Boss DNA, while this one has the Mont Blanc Legend DNA, but they are literally twins for the first 25 minutes. Then this one dries down to more of just like that Mont Blanc Legend, Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce, Percival style of DNA. Aromatic, fresh, clean blue, very easy wear, mixed together with a little bit of mint. That's what it dries down to, while in the opening, it's a bit more on the citrus and the mint, and that's much more heavy. When it dries down, it's where it gets to the DNA, but it's definitely the best Mont Blanc Legend outside of the 2013 special edition that had the lime in it. That one was great. But this one, I mean, it can be in my top 5 of the year. I mean, it's that good. It's just there's a lot of redundancy issues to it. But finding it for $50 or less, I mean, I got that for $42, so can't go wrong with that. Speaking of new releases, this is like basically the sporty, fresh version of Ralph's Club. This is Polo 67. This fragrance, I mean, I wanted to, and if I had the fragrance, I would have put it in place of this, which is Hugo Jeans. I don't have that, but I had a decant of it, and so I know I really like that fragrance. That one is like again, speaking of lime from the 2013 special edition, Hugo Jeans is great. It has a really nice lime mixed together with a little bit of like a blue fragrance underneath it. It's the best Hugo, so I could have put that one in this, but I don't have the bottle, so I went with Polo 67, which again, take that kind of like fruity aromatic tone that you get from like Ralph's Club, and then just make it like more fresh and sporty. That's what this smells like. Polo 67. I mean, there's this type of DNA has been done a lot, but this one is honestly one of the best, and probably the best one for the price as far as this style of DNA. It reminds me a lot, again, of the Sporty Ralph's Club, or if you could go in the route of like Mont Blanc Starwalker Extreme. That one's really good. I could have put that one in this list as well, but if you want something sporty, gym, out of the shower, fresh, clean, everyday wear, that's what Polo 67 will get you. And again, you can find it very inexpensive nowadays. I think the price has gone down over, I thought I saw it for like $39. Was that on Aura? I'm not 100% sure, but this one, going from the oldies to the news, back to the oldies. This isn't really old. I mean, there's fragrances that are much older, but as far as like Mount Rushmore of fragrances and stuff like that, this one really stepped its game up to help out the fall and winter style fragrances to really enter the scene. This is Dolce & Gabbana, the One, Eau de Toilette. I like the Eau de Parfum too, but I actually think the Eau de Toilette's better. It's a lot more soft and like silky. It's an amber ginger tobacco fragrance, but it's smooth, silky, sensual. It's one of those like cuddling ambery scents, and it has a sweetness to it, but also it has this little like masculine opulence around the whole fragrance. What am I even talking about? But the amberness is beautiful. The ginger is warm and dialed down, so it's not like all of those Suspiro Vibratos and Genius Ginger style gingers. The ginger is dialed down, but everything is so blended well together. It's not like too heavy on the tobacco. It's more of like this rich, warm amber with things mixed underneath it and a little bit of spice. It's silky. It's a silky, opulent fragrance, and I love it. That's Dolce & Gabbana, the One. Again, it's what really started a lot of the heavy hitting fall fragrances coming out. Going into the last two. Both of these, I've been really getting some wears out of, like putting a dent in it. And it's this one. I'm telling you, it might be one of my most worn fragrances now. Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Together. Going down the road of the Invictus style DNA, where you have that kind of bubblegum, watery aquatic, blah, 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 blah. This one is right down that. It's their version of Invictus, except for I actually like this better than any other Invictus that's out there. This is fruity, citrusy, fresh, clean, but has a little bit of that bubblegum undertone. It has a bit of lavender to just balance it out. But it's really just a beautiful, fruity citrus fragrance that is bubblegum. It's like that, and I'm not saying it smells like bubble yum or bubblicious. I'm saying that it has that bubblegum style of DNA where it's really that citrus and the fruits and all of that just kind of blend together to make that bubblegum-esque style with that kind of warm undertone that also provides a bit of freshness, lending it to be an all-season, anytime wear. Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct together. It's a more, I would say, youthful fragrance, as are all of those, like Invictus, Valentino Born in Roma, all of those styles. But I'm telling you, if you want to get something for 15 to 20 bucks at your local Marshalls, TJ Maxx, this is it. I mean, it's a really good gift to give anybody ages like 12 to 35. I think that's the age range for this. But again, I'm 40 and I wear it all the time. So I'm not even 40, I'm 38. I'm like bouncing myself up. But that's First Instinct together, and it actually lasts like 4 to 5 hours. So for that style of fragrance, you wouldn't expect it because all of the other ones are usually around 3 to 4, but it does do about 4 to 5 hours, which is good for that style. Anyway, going to the last one. This one, compared to a lot of the big heavy hitters, and this is a big heavy hitter, it's just not talked about that much anymore because it's been overshadowed by the other ones. But this is Versace Pour Homme. Versace Pour Homme. So it's compared to Chanel's Allure Homme Sport, or the cheaper, but a lot of people say better, Missoni Wave, which again, I could put that in this situation too, but nowadays you can get this for the same price as Missoni Wave. So it's like, I actually find this better. This one has a higher quality than Missoni Wave, but I'm telling you, it's neither here or there. Buy one or the other and you'll be happy with it. Just don't buy the Chanel. The Chanel is still very good, but if you're going to go the Chanel route, go with Edition Blanche or Cashy or the original Chanel. Like, the Allure Homme Sport is so redundant nowadays when you can find this or Missoni Wave or both for together half the price of the Chanel. But it's citrus woody, but the way that the citrus and all of those come together, it's kind of like almost like a creamy citrus, the way that it just blends together and has that sweetness from the woods. It just feels like all of them are just a very simplistic citrus, creamy sandalwood style fragrance. But really, if you look at the breakdowns, they all have something different. Like, this one has a bit of floral in it. But really, it's just very clean, fresh, again, creamy, but citrus. And then it has a nice, again, like elegant feeling to it. That over the other two, I actually like this one the best, except for all of them really, you don't get that great of a performance. I mean, you guys know that with this style of DNA, it's like 4 to 5 hours, which again, the other one, it's still not bad. 4 to 5 hours, it's like whatever. As long as you get over 2 hours with a fragrance, you should be happy. But Versace Pour Homme, it is well worth the price, and you can get this around $30 to $40 nowadays. I was on Joma Shop the other day without a cap for $21, so to get this fragrance for $21, you can also find them at pretty much any Marshalls and TJ Maxx under $50 as well. So, yeah, Versace Pour Homme. Of the three, I recommend picking up this one or Missoni Wave. You can't really go wrong. Just don't buy both. They're pointless to have. That's why I gave Missoni Wave to my brother. But anyway, so that is my 10. All of them under $50. I know those are some boring fragrances, but all of them smell great. They're all very easy wear fragrances. I have got a lot of other fragrances under 50, but most of them were not fragrances you can find nowadays for 50, or they're discontinued. So yeah, let me know some fragrances you guys got for under 50 bucks, some of your favorites, and again, I'll be back with another video. Peace out.